Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Workouts for Older Men Live. I am Skip LaCour. So glad you're joining me here this morning. When you come on, say hello and tell me where you're watching me from. Also, tell me how old you are. I want to know who is joining me for Workouts for Older Men Live. This is information, inspiration for men who are a little bit older, have busy, productive lives, searching all over the internet, all over social media for workout strategies. What's the best workout for you now that you're a little bit older? All the different diets, which one is best for you? If you're going to take all the time to be disciplined and eat certain foods and not eat a lot of foods that you enjoy, you want to be certain with what you do. If you're going to put that effort in, I want to make the journey a little bit more enjoyable for you, a lot less uncertainty. All right, give you that confidence that what you're doing is going to pay off. Your efforts are going to pay off. Hey, Braden, how are you? Braden over on TikTok. Doing this live on TikTok at Skip LaCour, YouTube at Skip LaCour, and on my Facebook page at Skip LaCour page. So when you come on, say hello and tell me where you're watching me from. Also, tell me how old you are. A lot of men say, hey, I'm this age, that age, whatever it may be. And am I old enough for Workouts for Older Men Live? Usually it says if I'm over 35, over 40, fitness over 50. I guess there are some that may be fitness over 60. Well, I always say this, that if you have to ask, then you're probably not effective. You're going through all the social media platforms. You're getting all the information just fine. You just take what is given to you. You're going on a journey, getting results. Not once are you looking at all the different eating plans and saying, you know what, I can't eat the way I used to. I could eat anything I wanted back in the day. Didn't have these man boobs, right? I didn't have these man boobs that I have now. Didn't have so much belly fat. My stomach wasn't so out of control. I just look at a carb now and I gain weight. It wasn't that way when I was younger. I can't lift as heavily as I did before. I don't seem to recover as quickly from my workouts. What should I do? You're not asking yourself those questions that used to lift more weight, used to recover a lot easier. All right. You don't have any joint pain and any arthritis coming on, any type of health issues that way. So when a 25-year-old does in the gym, you have no problems doing all of that. Nothing that in the gym, nothing with your eating. Do you feel that it might be your age, right? Energy that you used to have, right? Eating in a certain way can enhance that, but you don't have any things that. If you don't have any issues like that, all right? If you don't look at the fitness influencers and say, back in my day, I used to be able to do that, but I can't do it now, then you know what? Workouts for Older Men isn't for you. But if you ask any of those questions, right, I want to tailor the information, talk about the values, priorities of a busy man with a busy, productive life who's older, searching through this, tailor the information to you. Right. So that's what Workouts for Older Men is all about. My name is Skip LaCour. I will be 62 years old this month. I've been doing this for 35 years. First 15 years, I just got obsessed. Pretty much entered a drug-free bodybuilding contest after 13 months and became an obsession, right? Where I quit my job, traveled around the world, 6-time national champion drug-free bodybuilder, writing for the Muscle Magazine, built my first internet website, sharing my passion for fitness back in 1994, right? So I've done all the different diets, all the different training programs, and many of our versions of the same 2 or 3 concepts. But I've done those with 100% intensity to try to repeat as a champion. Like my life depended on it. So now at 62 years old, I live a much different life, right? I'm 20 years removed as a competitive bodybuilder and continually learning from the best minds of the companies that I was aligned with to be the best. Yes, I have a lot of experience, but really, it's not really about my experience. The training strategy, the eating strategies that can help you differentiate what's important and what's not, because there's a saying that says that everything is important. If everything is important, then nothing is. If everything is important, Nothing is. There's a lot of information now on social media. Everybody's trying to get your attention. They can say certain things. They can go to the grocery store and take a common food that you're always eating, like oatmeal, and make you say, hey, this is going to kill you, and make up all these reasons why that seem, wow, that's true. They can take it with an apparatus that you've been using for your back and tell you all the reasons why it doesn't work. It gets attention, right? The basic organizing principles. If you're sick and tired, you haven't been working out your entire life, and I'm not one of those fitness experts that say, "What's your excuse? It's only, I don't know, 1/24 of your day or whatever." That way, I certainly understand, that maybe you didn't make the choice of going to the gym on a regular basis, but you could. It's like you don't take responsibility for that. You could have made better choices early in your life, but you didn't. But it isn't like you just sat around doing nothing. You took care of your family. You created big businesses. All right. A lot of things that a lot of fit people would admire. I get that. But now you have the time, you have the brain space, maybe your health, maybe you're just concerned about your health. Maybe those around you, friends, are dying and having illness. Maybe you had health scares. Maybe you're right in the middle of it. And now you need to take care of your health and fitness. Maybe you're just sick and tired of carrying around that extra 40 pounds for so long. And now you finally want to do something about it. Doesn't matter what you've done in the past, whether it's good or bad. All that matters is from this day forward, I want to help you attack this whole fitness thing, this albatross that's been around your neck, thinking, can I do this? Why can't I? Should be able to do this. If I haven't done it by this age, will I ever do it? I want to just alleviate all those questions, simplify the process for you. I know I could say a lot of things. And again, when I was a bodybuilder, trust me, there's nobody who went further down the rabbit hole than me, with a lot of very interesting things, science-based things, optimal strategies. Didn't really make a difference, but it was exciting. It was a big package, right? You're going down an adventure, a journey with a lot of these fitness influence, their excitement, but it doesn't apply to you. And I take it from, I was one of those young, passionate fitness experts. So if that sounds like something that you've been feeling, you've been experiencing personally, as you've been searching for the information that you need just to build some muscle, just to lose some body fat, well, I got you. So, hey, make sure that you follow. Thank you so much for the likes over on TikTok. I really appreciate the likes, the sharing of this feed. Do the same thing on Facebook and on YouTube. Again, I'm so glad you are here. Let me know you're here. Just say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me how old you are. You just being here attracts more people from the algorithm who are just like you, and I appreciate that. But I thank you for those likes, and make sure you follow. Make sure you follow, so every time I go live, you'll be alerted. I go live 7 days a week during this hour. It's 4 a.m. Pacific time. It's 7 a.m. Eastern time here in the United States. I come to you live this time. I also come back later on TikTok. I got a lot of things planned for our night show too. So all the videos that I post, you'll be alerted. Every time I go live, you'll be alerted. And we'll attract more men like you. So thank you so much for the follow, double tap, hit that follow button. All right. All right. Let me answer some of these questions here. Mike on Facebook from Florida. Thank you so much for being here, Mike. Really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. All right. Brian says over on TikTok, hi, I'm 66 and I'm living in South Jersey near Philadelphia. So glad you are here, Brian. Thank you so much for being here. Give you a cheer too. Robert from Los Angeles, 56 years old. It's early, Robert. We're up early. Like I said, I do this show at this time 7 days a week. You're the first person I have the privilege of talking to every single morning. Appreciate that for being here. Jones, Derry Jones. Hello, sir. Good to be here. I'm so glad you're here, sir. Trying to learn. So tell me, what's your biggest challenge right now? Derry Jones, Derry 93. What's your biggest challenge? Right, you come here, there's so much information, right? I want to help you localize it, right? At least address your biggest challenge. So when I do one-on-one coaching with men all over the world, I have been doing that pretty much since the start. I learned something very young, that to teach is to learn twice. Joseph Hobert had a saying that I don't know, I learned in high school. And anytime I want to get better and better at what I do, I just taught. I was just passionate about it. And that helped me step up, be accountable. I had to be the product of the product. I had to walk my talk with if I was going to live with integrity. And it helped me get to higher and higher levels and made me explain it over and over and over again, understand it at higher levels. So I've been doing that pretty much for the 35 years I've been here. So a couple of things that might help you start finding out what you need to, learning what you need to learn with all the different information. Where do you start? Where do you begin? So what I'll do with men is I'll just say, as you see it, what's your biggest challenge? Oh, I got to lose this body fat. What's the result that you want? You want to look better in the mirror. You got to improve your health. You got to get your blood sugar down, your cholesterol down, right? You just want to have more energy, right? You just finally want to get control of your habits because you're just sick and tired of looking in the mirror and not doing anything. What's your biggest challenge, right? I ask men, okay, and I break it down. I say, when you look in the mirror, because it's all about you, whatever makes you happy. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? How happy are you with the way you look in the mirror? And just starting there. And I know for a lot of men, most men, it's more than what you look like in the mirror, and you want to look better in the mirror, right? On a scale from 1 to 10, how happy are you? Right. And that's a personal thing. Many of the men who watch Workouts for Older Men Live, who contact me, who visit my skiplacour.com website, make sure you visit my skiplacour.com website. A lot of your questions are answered there. Taking the time, 10-minute, 20-minute, half-hour videos, blog post over there. Also, make sure that you listen to the Workouts for Older Men podcast on your favorite podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Blog Talk Radio, all the different Google podcasts, the Workouts for Older Men podcast too. But I'll ask them, how happy are they? They already look better than most men their age, but really most men our age don't even work out. So that's not hard. I think 6 months of just sort of showing up at the gym, 6 months of just sort of washing weight, you're going to look better than most men our age, right? So you versus you, because if you compare it to everybody around you, what they say, you look good, you look fine, or whatever, right? But it's you versus you on a scale from 1 to 10. Is it a 3? Is it a 4? Are you just disgusted? You sick and tired, all right? Where other people, you're probably fine. Is it a 7 or 8? Because really, how sick and tired you are was going to probably has you here, all right? But now we got to actually take action. We got to find the right strategies too, or we're going to wear out with confusion, frustration, overwhelm. We're going to burn up our discipline doing strategies that aren't effective, or putting our willpower, focus, energy, and time in the wrong parts of this. Again, this is Workouts for Older Men. Most men believe the workout strategy, if they have the right training routine, if they got to the gym on a regular basis, that would transform their physique. They'd lose that 40 pounds. You definitely want to work out in the gym for a lot of reasons, right? But that body fat, that's going to be in your diet, the things that you do at home. So we got to put our energy in the right places, right? Then I'll ask them, okay, when it comes to working out, how comfortable do you feel? Some men have been training for 20 years. They feel comfortable in the gym. Not saying a lot of times that they don't have some things to learn. Notice that most men in the gym, they're really doing a version of what they did 20 years ago. A lot of times, or 5 years ago, or whatever they started, because when you just do anything, just start working out, that's going to work. And they tend to stick to those same things, even though there's a lot to learn. But most men, a lot of men feel comfortable in the gym unless they're brand new, right? But I help, how comfortable do you feel in the gym? And then the big thing, and the biggest challenge for older men is the eating habits. And they would admit that to themselves. How comfortable do you feel on a scale from 1 to 10 with your eating habits? And they'll say 3 or 4, whatever it may be. All right. Then I say, okay, so this is what your biggest challenge is. This is the way you see yourself in the mirror right now. This is your comfort with your training habits. This is your comfort with your eating habits. All right. And then the question I'll ask is, well, with everything you know, not because I can help you take it to higher and higher levels. No matter if you're a 4 right now, I can help you take it to a 9, helping you understand what you need to do with your training, helping you understand what you're eating. Most importantly, what's going to happen to your body and in what time frame. Because you're going to be doing everything right, but it doesn't feel right. You think you should be used 2 pounds a week because you heard you're in a calorie deficit, 500 calories, this and that, times 7 equals 1 pound. I should, whatever. It doesn't work that way directionally. I mean, all that information, but it's not going to work that way. And certainly not going to work that way over 3 or 4 weeks. And that's when people usually quit, right? But knowing what you know now, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much are you following through with what you know now, right? Is that very low? Because if you're just not following through with what you know, then we got to really get you clear on why this is important to you, right? You may be blocking it out because, other things are stressing you out or higher priority. And so you're just not really facing the ramifications if you don't take control of your health. Right. So, how much are you following through? Why should you follow through more? I know what to do, Skip. I'm just not doing it versus I'm doing all these things. I'm putting that effort in, just not seeing those are 2 different people. So, when I coach men one-on-one, and if you're interested, reach out to me. I have from my SkipACour website to fill out questionnaires. I'll talk about today because I usually pick out 3 or 4 men every single morning when I do these lives. I'll give you the opportunity to reach out to me, text me a picture, fill out a questionnaire, and I'll reach out to you, today, usually. And we'll talk for 10 or 15 minutes, help you get focused, on your biggest fitness challenge and get you clear, validate if you're doing it right. You just may need to do it, do it a little bit longer, or maybe you just don't understand your expectations may be a little too ambitious. You're putting in the work, but the body doesn't work that way. Whatever it is, help you straighten that and get on the right track. Feel more certain about that. So I'll talk about how you can reach out to me, and I'll help you out. All right. So let me attack some of these questions. I've got a lot of questions. Let's see. So Mark over on Facebook he's asking about reps. How many reps? When you do a certain rep scheme, what does that do? Great question. And so he says 10, 15 reps. Endurance, is that what that does? It gives you more endurance. And your thoughts for hypertrophy. All right, let me explain how rep ranges work. All right. And I know you hear a lot of different things, like a certain amount of reps build muscle, certain amount of reps maintain the muscle, certain amount of reps, I guess, for endurance. And by endurance, I mean you do a lot of reps, you'll have a lot more stamina to take on your day, a lot more endurance, stamina to, play senior basketball. I'm not really sure what you mean by endurance. And even some reps to get lean, to lose that body fat in that particular area. I guess if you have man boobs, you do 20 reps and that gets rid of the man boobs, or a lot of reps, 50 sit-ups or whatever. And a lot of reps may help you lose that body fat in your stomach, right? Let me explain how it works, right? Now, when they say that generally, these reps do that, it's very general. Let me tell you something. For most men, right? This is very important. The information I give is for older men, busy lives, who just want to be healthy and fit. You're not trying to be on the senior softball circuit, trying to have more power. You're not on some senior older person basketball league for endurance and performance for your jumper, improve your defensive skills. You're not playing older men flag football and you want to work on your first explosive step. So it's not athletic performance, all right? That's not what you're after, all right? You just want to build muscle, right, to be healthy and fit. You want to lose body fat to look better in the mirror, be healthy and fit. You want to live a long, healthier life with more energy, all right? So all those other performance, all right? You're a linebacker in the senior flag football league, all right? All that stuff, right? You want to find the right workout to, and maybe that's endurance, right? To climb Mount Everest. I'm not talking about any of that, any specific sports athletic training, right? That's not most men. Most men just want to build a little muscle, lose a little belly fat. So in that case, weight training is to build muscle. Hypertrophy means working out with weights to build muscle. Weight training, when done properly, tears down the muscle fibers, they repair, and then they grow bigger, stronger. Right? That's what weight training is for, right? In this case that I'm talking about. All right. So it doesn't matter how many reps you do. All right. The only way you're going to grow, and at this age, you definitely have to fight to maintain muscle. I don't know if I have to tell you, but if you're not pushing it the way you used to, but you're still in the gym, you're going to go backwards, right? It's use it or lose it. You got to create that demand for it to grow, for it to stay the same size. It doesn't want to, right? That's what weight training is: overload, getting stronger, 1 more rep, 5 more pounds, right? Not necessarily adding more and more and more volume. I used to do 20 sets for chest, and my body got adapted to it. So now I do 30 sets. Not necessarily more volume, but getting more out of what you do. During that set, overload is 1 more rep. It's 5 more pounds. Better form, feel, and execution, right? Demanding. That's what it takes to grow, and that's what weight training is, right? It's not to cut you up. So 15 to 20 reps focused on your chest, doing cable flies or whatever, is not going to get rid of those man boobs, all right? You're going to get lean. You do 1,000 reps every hour. If you don't watch your diet to lose that body fat, 1,000 reps is not going to get you lean. All right. So when they say like lower reps is for strength, well, you need to have strength if you're going to lift up big weight, right? So just shooting for a lower rep range, you have to be stronger. Now, just because you lift weight and you're focused on getting the point from A to point B, for what we're trying to do, we're trying to target the certain muscle group to get that to grow muscle, and we break it all up how often we train, right? So weight isn't a performance thing. Wow, look at how much weight I lift. That's not what we're lifting weight for, right? So if we lift more weight and we're safe and we hit that targeted muscle group, and at the end of the set, whatever rep range, we just can't do anymore. They call it failure, absolute failure, right? It's a mental thing more than it is a physical thing. Usually, I don't care who you are, you probably could do a couple more reps. If you're really challenged, you really have the incentive, we really don't, as normal human beings, really truly reach absolute failure. We're going to work it hard. We're going to stay safe, right? If we don't have a spotter, like most men don't, you're really not pushing the absolute. Mentally, you probably could lift more. So stopping short, it says, the geeks, the guys who are really into, the guys who have been training 48 years, who are talking about it in a podcast, they'll say, well, don't train to absolute failure. All right. Stop a couple reps short. Well, that's for these geeks, the, bodybuilders just so into it, right? I'm talking about a guy, busy, productive life. If you stop a couple reps short, now you're probably stopping really mentally about 6 reps short. Then you're really not at absolute failure, right? So don't get too caught up in, he says, not absolute failure. I'm probably not training to true absolute failure. So you don't want to stop a couple reps short. Now you're going to be really short. But it's that type of intensity on every set that you do. That's what builds muscle, right? You got to feel that way at the end. So whether you pick up a 40-pound dumbbell or an 80-pound dumbbell, it's going to feel heavy at the end. Obviously, with a 40-pound dumbbell, it may take you 10 to 12 reps before you absolutely feel that. Whereas if you have the strength and the confidence and the coordination to lift a 80-pound dumbbell with the same exercise, you're going to reach that failure a lot sooner, so you can do fewer reps. So 10 to 15, I don't know, 20 to 30, 6 to 8, 4 to 6, all right, 10 to 12. It's what it feels like at the end when we are doing hypertrophy, building muscle, stimulating to build muscle, and certainly at this age, fighting hard to maintain the muscle that we have. All right, don't get caught up in all these. People have different ways to work out with different goals. If you're an older man with busy, productive life, you just want to get in, get out, build that muscle. All right, watch your diet to lose that body fat, be healthy and fit, live a long, healthy life. That information I gave you is to target it directly to you. All right. So, Mark, let me know if that's helpful. That helps you understand. I know there's a lot of information for a lot of different people with a lot of different goals, a lot of different priorities in life, even. And that'll make a difference with the strategy that you choose. All right, all right, all right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the likes. Make sure you follow. All right. Over on TikTok. All right. So here's a question I ask. Answer at least once every time I go live. It's what are my thoughts on TRT? TRT, if you're on social media long enough, especially if you're on TikTok, you'll hear about it all the time, right? It's almost talked about so much that when someone joins a gym, the next thing, hey, well, should I be on this TRT stuff like it's a vitamin or something like that, right? And that's not in all older men. That's just men who really absorb a lot of social media, all right? So TRT is testosterone replacement therapy, all right? We all have certain levels of testosterone in our body. That's a genetic thing when it start off with. Some have more than others, all right? The more testosterone you have, even when you're younger, older, somewhere in between, you'll have more certain things like testosterone brings, like aggression, strength, the ability to repair and grow muscle. All right, that's why men use steroids, athletes use steroids, right, to get more of those benefits, right? So we all have different levels of testosterone, even when we're younger. There's a genetic, it's distributed, it's not distributed evenly, all right? So there's never normal levels, right? So, you may have high levels when you're younger, and a lot of men, I'm just getting back to normal. Well, if you don't have it, then you're not getting back to anything, right? And you at 55 versus you at 25, it's not the same. Normal is what a 55-year-old has. That's what's normal. So you'll hear a lot of rationalization why you got to pump yourself with this synthetic hormone. All right. Okay. This is what I have to say. First of all, I'm not on TRT and don't plan to be on TRT. Right. So I'll let you know my bias, just like when I've been on TRT for the last 10 years and I'm 45 years old. All right. They're going to be biased, right? If they have any problems or issues, or they're not going to tell you, right? They're all in. All right. So that's my bias, number one. All right. But I do help out men who I just want to help them get the most out of their lives, no matter what. I don't care if someone uses TRT or not. Do I think it's the right choice? No, not necessarily. Right. I think you need to learn how to train and eat right. Most men don't, even when they look okay, even when they've been in the gym a long time. Right. So because I'll tell you, the biggest thing is if you get your testosterone replaced artificially, all right, then it's going to stop your own body production. See, I used to believe, because I help out a lot of men, they give me their feedback. Again, it's not all positive, It's not all positive at all, like you might hear on the internet. All right. And every time someone talks about a side effect, the other side says, well, that's your particular case. Studies show this or that. Look, you got to make big boy decisions. It's your life, it's your family, right? On what you're going to do. You got to understand the health risks and the benefits. See, I used to believe that, well, obviously, there must be benefits, right? Okay. But, I just heard some things, like in the last couple of weeks. Well, I've been on it for 6 months. I'm waiting for it to kick in. I'm going, you don't even know if it's working? See, I thought that was a slam dunk, right? It was working. So obviously, some are waiting to see the benefits. Some get extreme results. So even your results may vary, right? It's not just, I guess it's a slam dunk thing, I guess, right? My thing is this: if you're struggling, you're sick and tired of the way you look in the mirror, right? You've got too much body fat, you don't have enough muscle, whatever it is, right? I know how frustrating that is. So this is going to help you build that muscle, lose that body fat, hopefully. But many times that's not going to make you happy anyway. You're just further along the wrong because now you have more muscle, less body fat. I know that may sound like, wow, life is going to be amazing now that I have more muscle, less body fat. I'm not sure if that's true. I'm not sure if that's true. So even when you get more muscle, less body fat, I'm not sure if that's going to make you happy. I guess you'll find out. All right. So now here you're on this synthetic hormone for life. See, it's my belief, again, everybody's different just from the experience, that it's not about the muscle or losing the body fat. It's about the way it makes them feel more aggressive, to take on the day, more energy to take on the day, to deal with life stress, to deal with depression and anxiety. That's what I hear more than anything, that makes them feel to attack this challenging journey we call life, right? See, to me, because again, after you have the muscle, if having muscle and not having body fat was, just such a key element to making a person happy. And then every fitness expert would be the happiest, richest, most fulfilled people on the planet. I think that with social media, you hear about their lives and challenges. I don't think all the muscle or all the fat delivers. I mean, it's one thing to put you on a journey and enjoy life and be proud of the way you look, but it doesn't take you all the way to the land of happiness and fulfillment anyway. So I would just say, if that's what you want, learn how to train, learn how to eat. A lot of men don't. Actually, a lot of men who, again, they're not necessarily, they're doing it for, not necessarily for building muscle, losing body fat, but I have a lot of men who worked very, very hard. And I have so much respect for you. If you've worked 18 hours a day for the last 20 years, you built an incredible business, provided for your family, your employees, you took on that responsibility. I know how hard that is. I have ultimate respect for you. But a lot of men, you make all that money, you create this lifestyle for yourself, for your family, man, you pay a price. And I know you've paid that price. And a lot of men, they're waking up at 55 years old. Is this all there is? That was a great journey. I'm so proud I did it. I accomplished it. But now what about the rest of my life? And so they're looking at testosterone replacement therapy, peptides, to expand their lives, to live at a higher level. They don't want to go out this way, just have worked all that time. They're proud of what they have done. All right. They're glad, but they want more time to enjoy those other things in life, to find out more meaning in life. And I think that testosterone, replacement therapy, peptides, those type of things, it fulfills those emotional needs, right? Really everything we do, from working out, the way we look in the mirror, however we live our life, it's to create that sense of fulfillment, happiness, whatever it is we're chasing. And I think TRT can play a big part in that for a lot of men. And who am I to judge how you get to that place of happiness? It's tough. Life is not for the faint of heart. Whatever you need to do, I want to help you do it anyway. But like I said, you need to learn how to train and eat. And a lot of men who are on that, they've been sent my way by their doctors to find somebody to help them train and eat. So I hope that's helpful. All right. I hope that you see that as an unbiased view, because you're going to, as much as I can, because you're getting biased views. Once somebody makes that decision and then they're professing on the internet, you see all the rationalization of it all, right? And, you know, tell you making big decisions, again, whatever side of the debate you're on of, you know, like, for example, COVID shots, right? Whichever side you're on, right? Your big decisions were made. So your favorite influencer, whoever that may have been, were you influenced to take the shot or not take the shot? You know, man, I just saw a woman who, and you've heard all the different stories, but either way, it was a decision. So you got to make those decisions for yourself, right? I hope that's helpful. A lot of questions. Hey, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the follows. Thank you so much for the energy. Thank you so much for the likes. Tells me I should have asked for a lot of likes on TikTok. I guess that really expands the reach. So thank you so much for the likes. Thank you in advance for the. Thank you so much for the. All right, so let me get to some of these questions here. So over on TikTok, Urola says, "What do I consider older men?" And like I said at the top of the show, if you have to ask, if you're not asking, hey, I can't eat the way I used to, I can't recover from my workouts, I'm not as strong. All right, will I ever lose this body fat? Why do I have these man boobs I never had before? You don't ask any questions related to health and fitness, the way you look, your ability to build muscle, your inability to build muscle, to eat a certain way, strengths, performance. If you don't have any questions like that, you never thought, is my age a factor in the way I train or the way I eat? All right. If you never had that, then this isn't for you, right? Just train any old way. Do it like the 22-year-olds, right? If that's working for you. If you have to ask if this might be for you, then it's probably not. And that's a good thing. And as far as, defining it within a specific age, everybody's different, right? Some people are old when they're young, and some people are young when they're old. So Mark is getting a trainer to compete in October of 2025. Why October of 2025? It's interesting being a competitive bodybuilder, how people make their goals. And also, how old are you, Mark? I'm just curious. Is that your first contest too? I'm just curious. Okay, so I'm glad the question on reps that helped you. I'm in California. I'm in Northern California. All right, let's see here. Let me get some of these, scroll up over on TikTok, answer some of these questions. How do you get the square-shaped jawline? I'm not sure what a person says is a square-shaped jawline, but I hope this answers your question. Everybody's face is it's structured whatever way genetically, bone structure, right? If you looked at one of those attractiveness tests, they have certain cheekbone distance from the eyes or whatever, right? So your jawline is already genetically decided for you. But I think what you're talking about is when you have lower levels of body fat, your cheekbones, your jawlines, they even appear. Most men, even when they're healthy, again, a lot of guys debate over body fat percentages, but even when you look better than most and you're 23, 25% body fat, you got a lot of fat in your face. Now, I'm not saying that's good or bad, or you look like you have a fat face. I mean, I think we all have, images of, maybe Marlon Brando, when he was in his handsome young man, he had the crisp jawline. He was lean, and then at the end of his life, he had a big old bloated fat face. So we're somewhere in between. So the leaner you are, the more of a square jawline you would have. And even if you're lean, if you really got lean, all right, I'm talking like 15% body fat, you would lose that jawline. I mean, and a lot of men here who can uh, probably agree with this is that maybe you were 50, 100 pounds overweight. I don't know, 40 pounds overweight. And then you finally got in shape. And then everybody said, man, you look older, let's say, or you look sick. And it's because your face got lean. They're just not used to seeing it. Most men don't have lean faces and they don't show their jaw lines. You'll see it a lot in your favorite athletes back when you were younger, what their face looked like. And now they're our age now or whatever. And they're even fit for being our age, probably very fit, but now their face is rounded out. That's just body fat. No exercise. I think I see some jaw thing or whatever, but it's not muscle. It's not anything weight training does. I guess if you clench a lot, I guess that can make it more muscular. But it's all about being lean. If you want that look, get lean, and if you're already lean, get leaner. What's the best foods to get bigger? It's all about right amount of food, calories, protein, carbs, and fat. Maybe a heavier emphasis on protein, and that depends on where you are. Ratio of protein, carbs, and fat, getting those calories being consistent, along with consistent heavy overload weight training. Ricardo, I'm 52 recently. Happy birthday. I started working out, but having a lot of issues losing belly fat. Okay. The belly fat, continue to work out, Ricardo. But all that weight training, even that cardio training, it's not going to help you lose that body fat. It's going to be with your eating habits. And even if I watch well, you got to take it deeper. Whatever you're doing, you're not losing the body fat, then you got to take your level of understanding a little bit deeper. So I don't know where you are right now, where you started from, but if you just move more, eat less, if you just avoid the obvious fatty foods, and if you have somewhat common sense and portion control, you do that along with working out, it's going to work. You're going to lose weight, but that may not be the most efficient way, may not be the most sustainable way. So those are the basics, right? But then when you get to higher level, a lot of men, they go that path. It works for a long time, and then they stall, no longer continue to lose body fat, and they stop short of the body fat goals that they want. It's, a lot of times they're not eating enough food. They box themselves in with too few calories. Their BMR, their basal metabolic rate was lowered. Metabolism isn't as efficient because they ate too few calories for too long. So again, it's going to be in your eating habits, and it really depends where you are on that level of understanding and execution. 12345 says, I used to be in bodybuilding in my 20s and 30s. Now I'm 52 and I keep pulling muscles. What am I doing? Not sure. You're pulling muscles in the gym. You're pulling muscles because you're playing softball with your grandchildren or something. I don't know. What does that mean? How are you pulling muscles? What are you doing wrong? Not sure. Let's see. I don't know what to do to lose some fat and build some muscle. I'm curious. Make sure you follow me here on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube. There's a guy. I'm curious. We've talked for 47 minutes already. Today's show seems to fly by. Thank you so much for being here. There must be some clues on what you need to do, right? I understand we're all at different starting points and different ending points, right? But in the gym, consistency, muscle overloading, eating, right? Washing those calories, knowing your caloric intake. Those are the basics to begin. Get some of the more of these questions. Chris, is creatine monohydrate is great product? Is that a statement or a question? Good morning. My T levels are 235. I'm 65, starting treatments. Okay. Should I circuit train to increase resistance each set per body part? Well, anything that you do, any type of resistance training, should I circuit train, or they'll both work depending on your goals, what you prefer. What are your goals? All right. Where are you starting from? Right. Either one will work, especially at the beginning of your journey. Which one do you like? What's going to get you in there? I think the most effectively to build muscle rather than resistance training would be direct body. Then circuit training would be direct body part training. Again, it's a style. They'll both work, right? God in me one. Thank you so much for the follow, user 25. Thank you so much for the follow. Evan says 6-pack is my goal. You know what? You are in luck, Evan. 6-pack is your goal. If you have that ambition, you want to learn how to get a 6-pack and even more, right? So I want to draw your attention to my skiplecore.com website. All these questions they ask and a lot more. I've taken the time to do videos. So let's just talk about your question. You want a 6-pack? All right, let's see here. I'm just going to take you quickly. This is my website, skiplecore.com, my name, right? So let's just take a look at some of the questions, but let me just take you over for a moment. And so I'm taking on Facebook and on YouTube, I'm taking over my skiplecore.com website. All right, so I'll go over some of those questions, but see all these questions that are answered for you. I've taken time for 10-minute videos, 20-minute videos, half-hour videos. But when you look over here, this is just a typical, we'll probably do it with most questions that you ask, but I'll be more than happy to answer any questions during this live broadcast and any live broadcast. But if you look here, let's see here. Let's see all these questions that are being answered. And this is all over on skiplecore.com, all these questions that you see. And you can use the search. Oh, right here, look. How to get a 6-pack when you are older. So if we were to click this, you will see that I've created a video. All right. And again, this is on my YouTube channel. It's on skiplecore.com. All right. So this is that excess body fat that is covering your abs. And so this is I don't even, let's see, a 26-minute video, everything you need to know about abs, right? So you're a little bit older now and you want a 6-pack set of abs. You are wondering at this age, is it even possible to earn a 6-pack set of abs? You want a flat stomach. You want to lose that body fat. You want a tight midsection. You want to earn a 6-pack set of abs. Well, in this video, I am going to share with you the mindset that it takes to earn that 6-pack set of abs. I'm going to talk about training the ab muscles. I'm going to give you training routines. I'm going to talk about nutrition. It's so important to earning that six-pack set of abs. And I'm going to tell you why you may be hearing so much conflicting, confusing, overwhelming information when it comes to earning a six-pack set of abs. I'm going to help you climb into the mind of passionate fitness experts so you can help understand what it's going to take for you to earn that six-pack set of abs. I'm going to give you the opportunity to get closer, have a deeper connected relationship if you love the information that I'm sharing with you. I'm going to do that for you and a whole lot more in this video. So that's the way I do it. 26 minutes, everything you need to know, right? Again, this is over on skipthecour.com. While I'm here, let me just rattle off some of the questions because you want to make sure you go to skipthecour.com if you're even a little bit interested in this, right? Should I train to failure when you're older, right? Game changer. Why you must know how many calories you're eating. Only watch this video if you lose too much muscle when you try to lose body fat. How to pick the right diet for you when you are older. Tips for men working out in a commercial gym for the first time. How much muscle can you build when you're older? Losing body fat for older men. Is one-on-one coaching right for you? 10 tips to get the most out of your home gym workouts. How long should you rest between sets when you're older? How to improve the shape of seven body parts when you're older. How to build bigger arms. There's a bicep, tricep, forearm workout that has been watched over 2 million times. The 5 best ways to build muscle when you're older. All right. How to measure progress. An entire week of workouts and training, all broken down for you. Why losing the last 10 pounds of body fat is so difficult when you're older. How to tell the difference between good fitness information and bad fitness information. What's the best rep range for older men, right? All these are on skipthecour.com. All right. How do I look at this page? skipthecour.com, SKIPLACOUR.com, SKIPLACOUR.com. Also, make sure you sign up for my email list because you'll get a series of videos for the next coming months that will help break it out for you. All right. Take control of your negative thoughts. There's a lot of motivation, mindset, system, strategies of the most powerful, successful, fit older men. A lot of motivation, a lot of mindset on the skipthecour.com. Just how important is strict form to building muscle. All right. How to set your motivation on fire to work out. 5 things older men with busy productive lives must understand about fitness. Then there's specific flat barbell bench training tips. My age optimization system for those of you who are just sick and tired. All right. Sick and tired. And you want to get to that next level. How to eat tasty food and not get fat when you're older. Winning fitness habits. Should I use heavy or light weights when I'm older? Leg training, chest training. And all these over on skipthecour.com. Right, so go there, sign up back training, arm training, a 15 by 15 home gym workout, the training routine to lose body fat, how to make workout plan, how to get a flat stomach. Is one-on-one coaching right for you? How to get a six-pack? How many sets, reps, and exercise per workout when you're older? How to lose stubborn fat? The top 10 diet secrets of older men. How to build muscle? How many reps per set? How to lose man boobs? Diets for older men. 10 things older men should know about fitness, but no one is going to bother telling you. Should older men work out with heavy weight? How to lift heavy dumbbells? How to become more vascular? All of these over on skipthecour.com. How to use wrist straps. How to get your fitness habits on track. 3 times saving workout tips for older men. How much weight should you lift to look your best? How much should you weigh on the scale? All right, the top 5 biggest fitness challenges older men face. Are you overtraining? The Dirty Dozen, 12 reasons why older men are confused, frustrated, and being misled by fitness experts. 5 key factors for an impressive body for lasting change. How many exercises per workout? Workout motivation for men. Do I have to do cardio to lose fat? How to lose chest fat? All right. how to figure out the best training routine for you. When should I take a break from working out? 6 huge training tips older men with busy lives can learn from experienced lifters, right? Should I avoid carbs when I'm older? Right? All of these and a lot more over the real fountain of youth secrets for the most powerful older men. How the most powerful older men get their swagger back. That improves stubborn, lagging body parts. Shoulder training, dumbbell presses, how to find the right training routine. All right, on and on and on. Tricep execution tips. All right, all these videos, all this information, we could talk about them here. And if you want to just take your level of knowledge to a higher level faster, go over to skiplecore.com. Again, make sure that you sign up for my email list too here. All right. So a couple of things. Thank you so much for being here. Got a bloody bookmark. Good for you, Yorkshire Vapor. All right. Let's see here. John D&D, thank you so much for the follow. Your thoughts on ginger shots? I have no idea what that is. Ginger shots. Can just imagine getting ginger and I gotta look that up. Never even heard of it before. So either it's not that, or I'm just behind and it's going to be the most awesome thing in the world. I have no idea. YouTube channel, Skip LaCour. Skip LaCour is my YouTube channel. Let me see. Thank you guys so much for being here. All right, so what I do, this is the part of the show where I invite men, if you're just sick and tired, you like the information, maybe you like what you've heard, maybe this is not the first time you've watched workouts for older men live, and you want to reach out, right? If you show initiative, and the great thing about, what I do, and the men who I direct this information to, older men, busy lives, is that they don't waste their time, and they certainly don't waste my time. So if you are sick and tired, you want some information, you're the type of man who does what it takes to get what he wants, well, reach out to me. Text me at the number at the screen, 925-352-4366. Text me. Just say hello. Tell me your name. And then tell me, send me a picture. Text me a picture. Whatever you feel comfortable is fine. Take off your shirt. That's great. But if you don't feel comfortable texting a picture with your shirt off, that's fine too. Just something that I can tell. I can tell a lot from a picture. Then go to Talk with Skip. Go to, so text me a picture, 925-352-4366. Just introduce yourself. And then go to talkwithskip.com. That's going to take you over to my Skip Core website where I have a questionnaire for you to fill out. All right. So 2-step process, text me at the number on the screen and then fill out the questionnaire at talkwithskip.com. When you fill out the questionnaire, you'll get really focused on what you need. All right. Then I'm going to get that and I'll reach out to you, text, email, and I'll set up some time to talk. So 10 or 15 minutes, I can help you identify what, and again, I've helped out so many men. There's no sense of you going through this all by yourself, thinking you're the only one. Trust me. There's only so many problems and so many solutions. And me working with literally thousands of men, there's really no sense of, Now, will you do what I say? Will you follow through? Can I convince you that this is what you must do? I mean, I guess, see how open and receptive you are, how badly you want it if you are indeed sick and tired. And I guess how convincing I am to break through your perceived thoughts or limitations or how this works. All right. But I can help you identify your number one challenge, help validate that you're on the right track, make the adjustments, what do you have to do, but really important, what time frame, because you may be doing everything right, but it just feels wrong, right? Take me 10 or 15 minutes to just work at least your biggest challenge. So reach out. I do this usually about 3 or 4 men every single day when I do this. Make the time as I have it throughout the day. All right. So if that's you, if you're sick and tired of this information and being confused and carrying around this body that just isn't you, but just been with you for a long time, then reach out. I want to help you break through, use my 35 years of experience, but not just me doing it. That's just not what I look like. It's about all the men who I've helped all along the way. All right. So reach out, text me, fill out that questionnaire. Again, I do this every single day for the men who are just sick and tired and they want to reach out. All right. Also, a lot of men say, hey, well, do you have any programs? Well, without really knowing your situation, there's so many different levels of what starting points, point A, so to speak. And there's so many different goals. Like some men just want to lose 40 pounds. They don't want to be a bodybuilder. They want all this muscle. They don't even want to go to a gym. How can I lose this body? I can help you do that. Or if you want to take, you look better than most, you want to take your workouts, training, you really want to make something out of this, now that at this stage of your life, all these different goals, right? So what's best to help you, I would have to talk to you. And usually when men come to me for any type of coaching or any type of personal help, investing in my programs, right? I got to talk to you first, right? I'll sometimes spend an hour talking to somebody, right? And we just decide what to do next. Many times I just give them the information they need, and I'll just stop there. I don't even want to send them my low end entry level, package that's packed with information, even a nominal thing. I don't know if they're even ready. So I just kind of send them my website, do a couple things. And, if they show that they have, more, then I can take it from there. Right. Some men, hey, look, I need to get this done. I'm sick and tired. I've accomplished so many things. It's not consistent with who I am. Just show me what to do. I don't want to be watching all these videos every single day from all these kids or whatever. All right. Just tell me what to do. I'll do it. And for them, a couple, 3 coaching sessions is good. Right. Some men know they're not going to work. They need some accountability. They've got a busy schedule. They're traveling. They need somebody. We all do more when we have that accountability. Hey, thank you so much for the likes. Tap that screen for the likes. Thank you so much. Right. And then, so they have the whole package. I take it for 12 weeks. And I'll tell you, at the end of 12 weeks with me, if you're a type of man, you're accomplished in all areas of your life, but you can't get this fitness thing down. You take a 12-week journey from me. First of all, you'll know everything you need to know. You'll block out all the stuff that isn't important, and you know what to double down, triple down on the things that are important, right? You'll know why you're doing what you're doing, but you also know why you're not doing all the other ways that are offered on the internet. You won't have all this confusion. You'll know what to do. Now it's just a matter of doing it. See, I really believe that most men will do what it takes, to get in shape, but they just need more certainty. They just don't feel that they're doing it right or they're wasting their time. That really taxes your motivation. You'll know exactly what to do for the rest of your life. Maybe you go on a 12-week journey, have this age optimization system, this transformation type coaching where I take you one-on-one. So that would be the deluxe route to take, right? Right. If you really I need to do whatever it takes. I see what you've accomplished. I've heard you talk. That's what I need. I want some individual help, right? But this is what I suggest for most men. If you're ready to take action now, right? Go to solutionswithskip.com. Go to solutionswithskip.com. Got a package, the training, the nutrition, the exercise execution video, the workouts, 90-minute video of the biggest challenges older men face. All right. It's all lined out, 12 modules, 11 hours of audio, but really for this, just $147 investment for all that. Go to Solutions with Skip. I'll show you what's on that website though. But where it really is going to make the difference, you get 1 hour with me, 1 hour plus whatever it takes. One-on-one coaching, all right, where I'll talk specifically to you. A lot of times you're trying to understand, you're trying to trying to get the meaning of all these videos. And just from your level of understanding that, you're smart at the other things that you do. You're just not interpreting what's being the message. You think you're hearing it. It's not that it's bad information, right? Sometimes it's just not taught in a way to bring you from where you are to the other side. So you're really not understanding, right? Like I said, so if you watch this live video, you should have a real clear understanding of where to get going, right? But someone will jump right on here after watching this for an hour and say, so what is the best workout routine to lose my 50 pounds of body fat? Is it 10 or 15 reps? Man, I thought I explained that back and forth every which way where to go. But we all are just, and again, it has nothing to do with our intelligence, just a lot of information to absorb. So the one-on-one coaching cuts through all of that. Right? You spend an hour with me, the call is recorded, so you learn over and over again. So when you go to Solutions with Skip, that's the thing. I mean, look, if you are sick and tired, do that right now. You'll get instant access to all the information. And then today, I will set up the time, maybe this week, we'll set up our one-on-one coaching. But if you're sick and tired, and it's interesting when I talk to a lot of men, I talk to really over the course of the year, really it gets into the thousands of men, just answering simple questions. The men who are dedicated, we go on a 12-week coaching journey. So the range of men, their level of desire, the level of understanding, it's a wide range, right? So be surprised, like some men, they'll tell me, man, I love your stuff. All right, man, I've got diabetes. My dad died at this age. I got to take care of this, whatever it is. My family needs me, right? I'm sick and tired of all, right? They'll go on and on and on. I'll say, well, look, all right, I'm talking to you now. I've talked to you for a half an hour just to understand who you are. This is what you need to do. Go make this $147 investment. You get all this information, but more importantly, I'll set you straight on all these things you're talking about, and you can hear it over and over again. Oh, well, I'm going to have to ask my wife. For 147, you just said it was so important to you. Now I get it. I live in California where $147 is nothing special for your health. But I know if you live in certain parts of the country, $147 goes a lot longer, right? But and then a same type of person, same conditions, same type of jobs, they'll say, "Are you kidding me? $147, that's nothing. Didn't you hear me? I said I got to get on top of this." And you're why are you even asking me if 140? They can't even believe I'm asking if $147. Yeah, because I just got off the phone with 5 guys who sound just like you, who look just like you, and they can't spend $147. They love me just as much. They were just as moved by my information, but they can't. So, it's really like, if you can't spend $147, all right, show up for these. I hope it helps. But when you're sick and tired of this going on too long, that's the least investment that you can make. Hell, I'll guarantee it. If you just go through that material and you spend an hour with me and you don't think you got $147 of value, I'll refund you. I'll refund you on the spot. All right. And again, think, oh, that guy's asking for trouble. No, the men who I work with, I mean, look, they're great at what they do. They're business, they're professionals. They're just not good at this whole fitness stuff. Just because they didn't put their focus and attention, they just put it other places. And I get it. They're not going to waste their time or my time, right? Okay, and $147 for what they're trying to do is just just need to put that final faith and trust. I know a lot of guys, they've got certain trust issues, been burned throughout life. They've, again, that's something that they need to decide right here. All right, so go to solutionswithskip.com, bounce you over there, check it out. All right, let me play this for you real quick. So when you go over that page, it's all listed, everything that you get. Check out all the testimonials there too. All right, guys. A lot of different ways to connect. All right. So thank you for joining me for today's Workouts for Older Men Live. Come to you every single morning, 4 a.m. Pacific time, 7 a.m. Eastern time. An hour of power, hour and more of power, information, inspiration. If you're a little bit older, you're finding it a challenge to find the information, and you don't want to simplify the process for you. In today's show, we talked about how many reps do you need to build muscle, have endurance, to strip the body fat? How many reps per set? How does that all work? Building muscle, losing body fat. We really put in perspective how much weight training you need versus nutrition. We talked about that. Asked about TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. I wanted to give you my thoughts, my opinion about TRT, its benefits, its drawbacks, but really more than the physical part of it, what it does as far as building muscle and losing body fat. But what I feel is the emotional attachment and what you need to look for as you make decisions in your life as far as TRT. A lot of questions on supplements, the right foods to build muscle. We talked about that and a lot more during today's show. So thank you. Join me every single morning. Make sure that you follow this page. You'll be alerted every time I go live. Visit my skiplecore.com website. I went over all of the videos that are over there, item by item. So make sure you go to skiplecore.com. And as I do every single morning, I give you the opportunity to reach out to me, to text me, send me a picture, fill out a questionnaire. And if you're the type of man who does what it takes to get what he wants, I'll reach out to you and give you some information, set you straight 10 or 15 minutes. All right. So let's take on the day with a sense of urgency. We have to when we're a little bit older. We've got more time behind us than we do in front of us. Have a great day. All right. So that's my wrap up. Evan, go to my YouTube channel, Skip LaCour. Go to Facebook, see the replay of today's show. So you missed that part about reps. Good. Yeah, if you're joining, I know over on TikTok and maybe even as I do this live, you miss coming in and out different parts of the show, scrolling. You can always go to YouTube at Skip LaCour and watch the entire replay of today's live broadcast. All right, guys. So let's take on the day with a sense of urgency. We have to when we're a little bit older. We've got more time behind us than we do in front of us. Have a great day.